Right then. Hello you fantastic viewers, and welcome to the third video of today. And as you can tell, I'm wearing my, if I fully get up, my fully on Peter Davison costume, because I'm going to be talking about one of my favourite stories from his era. Now this one is a request. I asked my dad what story would he like me to review for him, and he said The Five Doctors. So The Five Doctors is, as you can see by the pictures, now this is my favourite for Fifth Doctor story, well, my third favourite Fifth Doctor story. It's in my top 5. Now what can I tell you about The Five Doctors? Now this was made to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Doctor Who way back in 1983. Now, unfortunately, William Hartnell, the original Doctor, has unfortunately passed away, so they got Richard Hurndall to play the First Doctor to sort out the First Doctor's problem. And of course, we had a little bit of a scene from the Fourth Doctor story that was not finished at the time, but has been finished now because it's been partly animated. Shada, because Tom Baker did refuse to come back to do the Five Doctors because he felt it was too soon for him to come back into the role that he only left like 2 years ago, which is very understandable for that anyway. So what can I tell you about the Five Doctors? Set on Gallifrey, you have the Yeti who fought against the Second Doctor, you have Cybermen who fought against the First, Second, Fourth and Fifth Doctors. Now they've just battled against the Third Doctor in this. You've got a Dalek, and you've also got an Astron robot, and of course the Master. So, how can I set this off to make it sound so exciting for you to enjoy? So, anyway, with the Time Lords, aka the Lord President Belusa, who we didn't know at the time, was taking the Doctors out of time and put into Death Zone, so he can use the Doctors, past incarnations, to help him try and gain the Ring of Rassilon to gain immortality. So in this, he decides to transport some of the Doctor's villains, like a Dalek, Cybermen. Now, specifically the Cybermen, because he must have transmitted more than one group of Cybermen, because in the episode, I counted 3 different fractions of Cybermen, because there was 3 different Cyber leaders, which all died. So, how can I tell you? Well, along with the Doctors, you also have quite a bit of the Doctor's companions get transported onto Gallifrey with him as well. There's Susan, the First Doctor's companion. Sorry, you got the Brigadier with the Second Doctor, which does make sense since Suri and Jamie basically had their mind wiped at the end of the War Games. But although if you were going to do that, they could have took the Doctor out of time with them two somewhere in between season 6 to explain it, but they didn't go that route. So the Second Doctor was visiting Brigadier. The Third Doctor bumped into Sarah Jane because they didn't get... The Third Doctor got literally kidnapped by himself and Bessie, where Sarah Jane got kidnapped after she just left K9. And of course, with everything affecting the Fifth Doctor, with other cells being taken out of time, affected the Fifth Doctor really badly. So it made the Fifth Doctor go unconscious for a bit, which was filmed inside the TARDIS. So the TARDIS got pulled to Gallifrey by Barusula with Tegan and Tarlo. So in this, you've got not just like 2 companions, you've got quite a bit of companions. You've got Susan, Brigadier, Sarah Jane, Tegan Javanka, and of course Tarlo. So the chemistry between all the companions is actually done really well. There ain't no bickering. I mean, when Susan, the First Doctor, walks in, he goes, "More to the point, why are you young people doing inside my TARDIS? This is TARDIS, and who might he be? The Doctor." Good grief. And then I like how he goes to the First Doctor, like to the Fifth Doctor, he goes, "Regeneration? 4th. Goodness me, so there's 5 of me now." Now, I do love the Fifth Doctor when it comes to the Simon with the Master, where he's like talking to the Master saying, "I don't believe you." He goes, "I would like to see the recredence of the Time Lords." He goes, "One of yourselves took it off me." And then all of a sudden they get attacked by Simon, and the Fifth Doctor picks up the Master's like humming beacon device. He goes, "Sorry, mustache." And he's literally transported onto the High Council of Gallifrey. So, I do love this story so much. It is an anniversary special. They put everything into it, and this was written by Terrance Dicks, as you can see by the picture. Now, unfortunately, Terrance Dicks passed away very, very recently, late last year. Now, Terrence Dicks is one of my favourite Doctor Who writers and, of course, script editors. Since he was been writing for Doctor Who since with William Hartnell, then he became the actual script editor in the Jon Pertwee and a little bit of Tom Baker run, and then he literally, this was his last actual story for Doctor Who he writ, I believe. This one was. I don't think he wrote any for Colin. I'm definitely sure he didn't write anything for Sylvester McCoy. So I think this was his last, basically, Doctor Who story he actually written himself. And of course, for a few of the sort of stuff he's script edited. Now, this one is desired to be literally recommended because, one, it is just a fantastic masterpiece. Two, nothing can actually be said that's wrong with this actual episode, and it's just incredible and fantastic and absolutely amazing. So, how can I recommend this story to you? So, apart from the Doctor encountering different versions of himself, as well as past enemies like the Master. Now, the Master basically encounters the third Doctor in this. So, although we don't really see the Master on screen encountering the first two Doctors, he actually does encounter the first two Doctors in this. So, basically, Anthony Ainley's Master is the only Master that has met the first 7 Doctors in up and down of the timeline, but in chronological, he met all the Doctors, which makes him, and he's the very first Master, as you can tell by the picture, to team up against the Cybermen. While he teams with the Cybermen, he betrays them and kills the Cyber Leader, and just absolutely epic. It actually really is, the way the Master betrays him. I like how the Master just goes. So, in this, the Time Lords offer the Master a complete new life cycle of extra regenerations. But unfortunately, because the Master doesn't get that, he somehow does die after the Truman's body lets him down after survival. So, this episode is an absolutely classic episode of Doctor Who. I can't find a foot wrong with it. I just really can't. So I actually own this on the 2 DVD versions. The original 1999 version, which is now 21 years old. And the 2007 re-release with the new special effects and stuff. So, yeah, I've got the 2 versions of the 5 Doctors. And I have to say, although I love the new special effects, I do love this one because it's the original DVD release. And I'm so glad I own the 2 of them. Thank you to my mate Zach, who give me this one to help me out. So I got the original and the re-release. The Doctor's enemies in this, I like how the first Doctor goes to the Dalek to Susan, goes, when I say drop, we will push the Dalek down that corridor. Or when I say now. And then he's like, now, and he goes, drop, and then literally pushes the Dalek down the corridor and the Dalek just blows up, showing its Dalek guts. So this is my review on Doctor Who, The 5 Doctors. Is it a good review? I hope so, because I hope you actually do like my reviews. Do I love The 5 Doctors? Yes, because it is my 3rd favourite 5th Doctor story. But this one is my all-time favourite multi-Doctor story, because I just can't find anything wrong with it. My least favourite, yeah, you can probably guess it's the 2 Doctors, or, yeah, but actually, yeah, you can probably guess it is the 2 Doctors. So, anyway, thank you for watching this review. Now, thank you for, please do like, subscribe, and share to my channel, and welcome to my new subscribers, and thank you for subscribing. I hope you love watching my videos. I hope you love the Doctor Who content I am giving you, like the information and stuff to each of the stories, and my basically reviews on them. This story is a 10 out of 10. It's a very, very good multi-Doctor story. So when I do the review on season 20, now this one, people don't class it as part of season 20, they class it as its own thing, but I class it as season 20. Now, if we actually ever do get season 20 on Blu-ray, like the season 19 box set, I would actually like to see the 5 Doctors get the Blu-ray treatment in season 20. Because, one, it deserves so much credit because it is a really good story and it belongs in season 20. And I would love to see, like, at the back of the 5th Doctor, for season 20, you see a bit of Hartnell, Troughton and Pertwee at the back. So you can see a bit of the Doctors, a little bit for the 5 Doctors, and then the rest of Davison, like Davison on the front with the rest of the villains. I would actually like to see that on season 20. So thank you for watching this review. Please do like, subscribe and share to my channel, and have a fantastic Gallifreyan day. Thank you for watching.